YouTube. What's up, baby? We back here again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're talking about another old movie review, and that's gonna be Blade 2, baby. Let's go. So this movie, man, I didn't get to see this movie in theaters because my parents my parents are super Christian, and there were certain things I was able to watch, there were certain things I wasn't able to watch as a little one. You know, but that was on my mom's side. On my dad's side, because they were divorced, on my dad's side, he let me live a little bit more. So things that I wasn't able to watch over here, I was able to watch with him. So I eventually did watch Blade 2, but I just remember wanting to see that movie so badly because I saw number one and I loved it. And I ended up not being able to see Blade 2 until like it was on like VHS, like you know what I'm saying. So it was crazy, bro. But when I did see it, man, I enjoyed the heck out that movie. I watched it plenty of times, you know what I'm saying. But that movie, it's hard to upgrade on a movie, but or at least do as good as you did on the first one. But they did their thing, man. This movie is great, man. I love this movie. I really do love this movie. I love Blade 1, but I love Blade 2 as well, you know what I'm saying? Blade 3, but it still did okay. But Blade 1 and Blade 2, yo, those are my jams for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this movie came out in 2002. Uh, and it still had Wesley Snipes being Blade. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta appreciate that, man. Blade definitely. It just seems like Blade was meant to be played by Wesley Snipes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know who else can really do it. Like even when they were making this new Blade, I was like, bro, you have to have him be Blade. You know what I'm saying? He can have all gray hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, but he has to be Blade. You know what I'm saying? Like, but unfortunately, it's not the way that we're going. I'm hoping that they'll at least give him a cameo in the movie, or maybe they'll make him be Whistler. You know what I'm saying? Just something. You owe him something. All Marvel owes Wesley Snipes and this Blade franchise something, because they are the stepping stone for everything. For everything. So please put some respect on my man's name, and please put him in this Blade remake somehow. You know what I'm saying? Just some way, please. So anyways, like I said, I'm not gonna spoil everything. I'm gonna give you the plot, the premise of the movie. I'm gonna tell you my favorite scenes. I'm gonna give you the score, and then we're out of here. You know what I'm saying? So in this movie, we have it to where um there's a new type of vampire, right? You have your original vampires that you know of, and then you kind of have like an upgraded vampire, which is Blade, right? But he still is kind of like an original vampire, right? On this one, they have some vampires called Reapers, and the Reapers, they feed off of vampires and humans. So Blade is like, like, why would Blade, try to destroy the Reapers, right? Because once the Reapers get done with all the vampires, and then they grow in numbers by turning the vampires into Reapers, then what are they gonna go after next? The humans, right? So, but you got these new vampires, and they're crazy, bro. Like they look like they're bald, you know what I'm saying, of course. And instead of just feeding regular with their fangs, basically their mouths split open, and then the tongue comes out and it latches on you, and then they just suck you and all that stuff like that, bro. And then they got their fangs that go onto the side of you, let out some type of like paralyzing juice, and then you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it is if you get bit by that, dog, like you're done. You're done. You're not escaping. Vampire or human, you're not escaping. You're going to become a Reaper. Um, so you got these new vampires running the streets, and it's like, is this did they evolve, or was this a strain that was created? You know what I'm saying? You end up finding it out later on throughout the movie, right? Um, but um, so that's to be honest, just to be on the real. Um, that is basically the premise of the movie. Like Blade ends up having to, after he learns about the new strain of vampires, the Reapers. He ends up having to team up with these vampire. It was like a vampire crew that was actually made to kill Blade, but they end up teaming up with Blade, and they have their little doubts and trust issues and everything like that. But eventually, I'm saying, like, this is, their all common goal is to stop the Reapers, right? So he's working with a crew that's supposed to be, you know, made to kill him. And I'm saying, they're throughout the movie, I'm saying, they're investigating and trying to find the Reapers. Then they find the Reapers. Then they try to find where the Reapers, where their home base is per se. I'm saying, and also find the head of the Reapers, which is um it, it's one character that he was like the first, like, Reaper, and from him other Reapers come. But also, you find out later that some of the Reapers can be manufactured as well, right? But his name was Jared Nomak, right? He's like the head Reaper per se. So anyways, you have um just a situation where in which Blade and the crew try to take out the Reapers. That's pretty much it. But come down the line, um you find out some stuff, right? You find out that people were playing tricks, right? You find out that people that you thought you can trust, you can't really trust, right? And it's not everybody you can't trust, but certain people you can't trust, right? So that's all I'll say. But that's the premise of the movie. New vampires, Blade's got to stop them, and you're trying to figure out where they came from, right? That's the premise of this movie. But this movie, man, this movie was great, man. I love the fact that we got new vampires. The action was on point. The CGI looked a little bit better than it did in the first Blade. So I did appreciate that, but it still doesn't hold up to, what I'm saying, like today's standards. But it still looks a little bit better than the first Blade. If you watch the first Blade, you watch the second Blade, you compare the two, for the CGI, you'll understand what I'm saying. But the action was dope, man. What I'm saying, the action in these movies are always dope, even for Blade 3. You know what I'm saying? The action is always there. It's just for Blade 3, the storyline was a little faulty, but the action across all three movies are flawless. You know what I'm saying? And the acting pretty much across all three movies are flawless as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but you 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 got to check it out for yourself. You got to check it out for yourself and let me know what you guys think about this franchise, this movie, the first movie and the third movie. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for this, I would. It's like, I want to say a 10, but I think I got to give it a 9.5. Um, and the reason being is because this is the second one. You know what I'm saying? Even though they did, what I'm saying, like, both of the movies are equal to me, like, what I'm saying, but it's just like that first time when you see something, what I'm saying, like, it's just that feeling, what I'm saying, the essence, like I said, for Jeepers Creepers 1, like, what I'm saying, I gave it the higher grade because it's that first time seeing it. It has an essence about it that, it's different. You see the second one, yeah, what I'm saying, it may be good, and da 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 da, everything may be right, but it's the second time seeing it, so there's a little bit taken away from it. So for me, I'm gonna give Blade 2 a 9.5. Um, I think it's deserving of a 9.5. Other people may feel differently, but Blade 1 and Blade 2 was where it was at, and it's where it's at for me right now. Still, even to this day, with the low grade CGI, everything like that, it's still that one. It's still that franchise for me. But I give it a 9.5. First Blade 10. So my favorite scenes from here, three of my favorite scenes. One of them being just the kind of I have a lot. I have a lot of favorite scenes in this movie, so trying to delve into which ones I like the most, right? But I like the scene where Blade first um, gets pretty much introduced to the Blood Pack, right? He's he's at Blade is at his home base, um, and all of a sudden, uh, him and Scud, they're chilling or whatever, and the lights go off, and you see like two people like in suits or whatever, right, with goggles and stuff like that, looking all futuristic, right? Um, and then they come down and they were able to bypass the system, so they didn't let off no alerts or nothing like that. It's just the fact that Blade, what I'm saying, he's that dude, so he knows when people are coming around, especially the lights cut off, what I'm saying. But beyond that, people wouldn't know, like, oh, maybe the power just went out, what not. Like, he knows that somebody was there. So and that's when you get introduced to Nisa, and you get introduced to Assad, and Nisa and Assad end up fighting Blade, and that scene right there, it was dope, bro. It was really dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably one of my favorite scenes of that movie. But so you got that. You got the club scene, right, where the Blood Pack and Blade go into this club, and they're it's full of vampires, whatever like that, and they're trying to look for they're trying to look for the Reapers, and eventually they end up finding them. So it's like a few Reapers pop out, and so you got the Blood Pack and Blade fighting against Reapers, and I just thought how every interaction was cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the Blood Pack or Blade had the upper hand, or sometimes the Reapers had the upper hand on Blade and even the Blood Pack. You know what I'm saying? So it just went both ways. I thought that was a really nice scene, man. Nice action to it. You know what I'm saying? And my third one would be the end, the fight between Jared Nomak and Blade, bro. Like, they went at it. Like, this was a better ending fight than it was on the first one. You know what I'm saying? Between Blade and Frost doing their things at the end, that was cool. It was good. It was good. But Nomak and Blade going at it on the second movie, bro, that was killer, bro. And Nomak was so strong, bro. He was so strong. Like, he would have literally beat Blade had it been that he was truly a bad guy. He wasn't truly a bad guy, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Like, you get to learn as the movie goes on. Like, he wasn't truly a bad guy. He was just trying to, kind of get revenge in a way, you know what I'm saying? And when it came down to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ended his own life, you know what I'm saying? But Blade got close to doing it to him, but it didn't work out. And it took everything from Blade to be able to do that. But even still, it didn't work out. At the end of the day, it was Nomak that pretty much offed him his own self, because he was at peace at that point. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that'd be my third favorite scene. So 9.5. We got my three favorite scenes. Um, if you guys seen this movie, please let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. How do you stack it up to the first one? How do you stack it up to the third one? Do you think um, this new iteration of this Blade coming out, do you think it's gonna hold up to Blade 1 and Blade 2? I think it will definitely hold up to Blade 3, but do you think it'll hold up to Blade 1 and Blade 2? You know what I'm saying? Just let let me know. Let me know, man. But that's it for right now, man. I'll definitely review Blade 3 because it's not as bad as Jeepers Creepers 3. You know what I'm saying? That does not deserve a review. But Blade 3, even though a lot of people hated it, and it's a little funky, I'm gonna admit that. But the fighting is on point. We got Wesley Snipes as Blade, and with that, you got a winner. And so I'm definitely gonna do a review on that, but that may come a little bit later down the line. But yeah, man. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, man. This is Q's Insight. I am Cali. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.